All right. Pass that down to anybody that's going to run it. All right, Iz, are you ready? Your voice ready? Me, my, mo.
What?
Me, my, mo. Warm your voice up. Me, my, mo. Mike, are they the Storm?
I think so.
Yeah. Is that their Storm Hawks?
Ready.
Are they the Storm Hawks?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not gonna do the thing that I did last
Yeah,
night.
probably a good idea.
But Olivia actually said words on the topic last night, which she had never. She's like, I don't even care. Fine.
Time to move on.
Time to move on. In or out?
Right.
In or out?
But this is today's game, and if we don't win, it's probably like it's mid-competition, mid-competition, it's actually that's a 100 cost.
You ready to rock? You want to do a liner on the way in?
A liner?
We talk about the game. All right,
Sure,
we're
why
gonna go.
not?
I'll cue you in. Oh, we're hot anyway.
Oh!
Hey, we've been hot the whole time, Izzy. Hey, so welcome to Pick C for this final regular season match between your Wayzata Trojans, 15U8 Trojans, and the Chaska-Chan Stormhawks. I think is where we landed on their
I think so, yeah.
on their game. So on color today, Isabel, Izzy, or is it just straight Izzy?
Isabella
Morris. So wrapping up her junior season with the Wayzata Trojans. Give me a little retrospective look on your junior season, Izzy.
It was a good year. It was a good year, full of a lot of definite ups and downs.
Yep.
Lots of drawbacks, but there were some very good wins, and we learned a lot from our very bad losses.
Very good. So that is the minimum that we ask of our players. Last regular season game for the Trojans here. You were part of this team last year. What does this mean as an outgoing player? Does it even impact a player at this level that knows that they're not going to play a regular season game other than playoffs going forward?
Mostly, it's just that change in mindset, just saying, okay, now we actually now it matters if we win or not. Having that extra grit and determination and doing the little things. A lot of times in these district games, you just feel like it doesn't really quote unquote matter because you're not playing to play your next game. And you just really breeze over a lot of the small details. But going into these playoffs and these districts, it's a lot of, okay, do the small things and you're going to win the big game. And that's ultimately what you need to do to get past anything.
So intensity is going to be ramped up in this one, even though it's just another regular season game, right?
Yes,
Wayzata giving CCHA one of their only 2 losses on the season.
Oh, wow.
So they're coming into this game hot. Wayzata knows what's on stake. This is the number 1 team in the state. As I'm saying it, we'll get to the play-by-play. It's Hendricks line starting things out with Hillman and Fries. Face-off won by CCHA. However, Wayzata will get an instant shot on net. You can feel the energy in the crowd tonight already. Energy is high for both teams. Both teams knows what is at stake in this game. You can already feel in this first line both teams are working at 100%. Just to make sure they're going to get things going.
After that stolen game, that whatever tournament it was, this Wayzata team they've come out hard against CCHA each time. Last time they proved that they won the first game, but this time I think they're coming back to prove that they can beat them multiple times. So
Bubolts will come wide. She'll look to center out. She gets steered off the puck. Hard play behind the net by Wilson. Pops out and picked up by the Stormhawks. They'll go cross ice, look to exit the zone. That's played in deep. They're going to go to work. Abood takes a peek. Rolling puck finds its way to Mead off the half wall. She'll go cross ice to Wilson. Wilson will try to steal through traffic. She drops off. That's out of the zone. Kurtz is going to give way to that's Harn on late. Harn looks for Morris. Morris couldn't quite find it. We got a full line change. It's Russo. Now it's in the corner. Harn going to look up. She's going to take a peek. Find Sergiu. Sergiu backhand Russo. Russo in alone. She'll stop the blue line. Pause. Get a quick shot on net. Gloved by the goaltender for the Stormhawks. Good start for your Wayzata Trojans. We're back and forth. This is a hot game, Izzy.
It's a great, actually really strong start for these girls. Getting a lot of offensive play. You could see Kate's rush that almost went in. That really, I could feel that amp up the energy even with the players and the parents. That extra energy is going to really push them through the rest of this game.
No question. So face-off win by Russo, and it's the most dangerous player in the state, Audrey Nichols, coming in 1-on-2. She's a side of the net shot, teammate and classmate of Allie Callanan. So Allie's seen plenty of her shots over the course of the week.
Getting her prep for this game.
Puck plays out high, out to the high slot, can't be steered away. Now it falls short. Backhand attempt. Callanan blockers that one to the corner. Heron up ice to Sergiu. It's clear that CCHA has scouted out and watched the film on the game. They're going to try to bottle up Sergiu. Sergiu finds that one on her skate. She's going to come one-on-one. Hard shot. Actually, she didn't quite get all of that one. She's at the end of her shift, and she'll come off. Another shot on net for Wayzata. 12-16 and stopped. We'll get a face-off to the blocker left of the Stormhawks goaltender. Face-off picked up behind the net, steered around. Looks like that was Hillman on to support. Breakout attempt. Stormhawks will try to enter with speed. They'll hold up at the half wall. Look up. Couldn't quite be handled by Hendricks, just out of her stick reach. Noble will try to quarterback this one out of the zone. Plays up the wall. Rolling puck picked off by Hillman. Now it's out. Hendricks will come across center ice, and now she'll look to the bench. Fries will make an attempt with Hillman back out, and they'll look to the Stormhawks to enter. Good coverage, backup coverage by Bubolts, but picked up by the Stormhawks out in the circle. Gets to the blue line, but not out. Noble now will play over to Fries. Fries looks like she's getting doubled up. Bubolts can exit the zone. It's 2-on-2. Speed with Hillman. She'll give way to Hillman. Hillman tries to shoot one on net. That's blocker save out to the corner. Wilson is on. She's met by a menage of Stormhawks in the corner. Joseph in hard on the pinch. Bubolts supporting. Joseph again pops out of the zone. Kurtz will give back to Mead. Mead back to Kurtz. Kurtz out of the zone. Looks over to Bubolts to a backhand. Little bit of a mess. Picks up the trash. We're trying to figure it out. Now Kurtz playing defense here, easily gloved by Callahan. She looks like a shortstop playing college softball early in the season.
That glove, it's deadly. You can't get past it. A couple of times I practiced with her and you shoot to the glove and nothing's getting past that.
So you've been on the ice with a bunch of these girls, Izzy. I gotta believe it's exciting to see a class that's coming up. And looking forward to next season.
No, this is a really strong class. I know they're gonna fill a lot of spots on the high school program, especially with all of our seniors leaving this year. It's gonna make it a lot stronger.
Yeah, 14 seniors leaving out of that senior class. I know we're only a 15U YouTube channel, but gotta say thank you, and thank you to the parents for committing to 14 seniors making it all the way through a high school career. Not that things are over just yet. That puck pops out front. It's dangerous. I had to stop. Abood through traffic. That's played hard off the net. Jenks will hold the zone, try to put it back in. Top of the circle, and it'll be Stormhawks going the other direction. Abood's going to see this one. Comes back out of the zone. Russo's on. Going to apply pressure. Now the yellow tape of Morris. Morris enters clean, looks out front, gonna find Suraju. They'll circle, comes out to the top. Freed's gonna get one through. That one was on net, had to be played. Backhand attempt by Russo, couldn't find the spot. Wayzata finding a different gear in this game than last night, Izzy. I know I saw you there. This is Audrey Nichols out front, and a great play by goaltender Callahan. Haven't even mentioned that. Recognized early that you had to play that one through. That's another save attempt. Left out front. Suraju tried to put one through the slot. It's going to be Harn. Shot attempt. That goes the back of the net. And it's a goal.
What a great shot. Looked like it caught a couple of jerseys on its way in too.
Izzy, I'm looking across the line at everybody. This is a different team than we saw last night.
Oh goodness, yes. They've ramped up the energy. It looks like they're really trying for this one. They got that. They have that need, that want to win this game. And Chaska just doesn't look like they want it as much as we do right now.
So that's a 1-0 lead for Wayzata at 8:52 in the first period. Last game these two teams played, that puck exits the zone. Last game these two played, it was CCHA going up one early, and we had to climb out of the basement. This one plays out front. Freed, harassed by Russo. Good support by the centerman, Russo. Puck comes behind the net. It's going to be Freed. Again, it's a reaction game. What happens when you get scored on and what you do next matters. Harn's going to slow things down, play up the wall to Morris. Morris can exit, but it gets picked off at the blue line. It'll be Olsen for CCHA to put it back in. Looks like a dump and chase game for CCHA at this time. That's turned over in the slot. Dangerous. It pops out of the zone harmlessly. Can't be picked up by the defenseman. Suraju smells blood. Played behind the net. Played out into the circle. That's Hillman, a little late to the play, and he'll be back in. Now Hendricks. Applying forecheck pressure, she'll be supported by Hillman. Noble pinching hard, Freed covering. Hillman will play behind the net. Out front, bouncing puck. One-time attempt by that's Hendricks. Puck comes out of the zone, picked up by Joseph. It's back in, and Hillman will chase. She'll pick it up behind reverse course, behind the net. Look for a nifty play out front, but turned over. That comes out through the neutral zone. Noble's going to come over to pick that one up on the far corner. She'll play all the way around. Hillman's a little bit late to the play to pick it up. Joseph pinches in the corner. That's Hendricks supporting. Backhanded out front, pinched, and now Hendricks is going to go the other direction. She'll look for Fries. Fries is going to head to the bench, as is the rest of her line. Izzy, that was a good, hard change. Probably changing at the right time, which is an art.
It really is. It's so hard to figure out when you need to change, especially with this speed of this team. If you dump it in deep, they're just going to come right back with full speed. But what they did there is they got us all the way down, made sure that the defense couldn't pick it up as well as they wanted them to, and just hard skates to the bench, which is always good.
So Wayzata looking tough there. That while Izzy was given an excellent color commentary, it was a quality breakout by Wayzata. Hit all three forwards, kind of crawling its way out. Mead puts one on net, and then we get a freeze of the puck. So Kurtz will put one in, high slot. Oh, Mead sniffed out by the Stormhawks. She got a stick lifted at just the wrong time. Abood plays hard to the wall. Puck comes out. It's going to be at the half wall. Given behind the net. It's going to be given over to Abood. Abood will reverse course. She'll play up the wall. Awkward carom off the dasher. This one comes out front. Buboltz is going to try to carry. Picked up by Olsen. Now that's out of the zone. Mead's going to race. They're going to give her a space to come in alone. She tries to play softly. It's a change for Wayzata. Picked off by Suraju, who sniffed it out wisely. Olsen, that's Gerbry with the Stormhawks coming in now. She's trying to gain speed. Harn's going to give it to her. Russo's going to say no thank you. Comes out front, blocked by Suraju. Izzy, I said it last night, there isn't time to settle that puck down and dust it this late in the season in 15U hockey.
No, everyone's found, like, how do I say this? Everyone's adapted to each other's speed and knows how each other play. And with that, there's just really no time to think about anything. You just have to go. I think it was Joe Cullen who was my coach when he said this. He said that you should be proactive and not reactive. And throughout my whole entire career, I've taken that, and I've seen it a lot with this team too, as they've developed throughout this season, and they've just decided to go instead of take it for a second and figure out what to do. That's
a great insight, Izzy. You know, I was a football player. I break it down to a much more stupid, dumb comment, and it's better to leave a hit than take a hit. So this will come out. Harn's we're gonna get a late whistle. Harn clearly trying to break up the speed of the forward driving the lane. That was Nichols. Dangerous play. It's going to be interference, and Wayzata will be on the PK here for 2 minutes at 4:46 in the first period. So we'll get a first look at the Chaska-Chan power play, Izzy.
I'm not nervous for any of this. Our PK it's always been solid throughout the whole season. I have no doubt these girls will keep them to the 1 goal game.
We are Captain Positivity over here on the Wayzata bench. That comes out to the top of the circle. Nichols will take a peek, comes back out front. They're going to try to creep in. They are clearly looking to feed Nichols the puck. Know where she is. Puck circles at the half board, finds Nichols' stick. She's going to try to walk in. Noble sees it, comes out front. Blocker save up to the air, knocked down. Dangerous out front. One-time attempt, doesn't get there. It'll be Suraju, 2-on-2. This is going to be a chance for Wayzata. Christy Russo enters the zone. Suraju crowding her maybe a little too much. She needs to get out of there. Russo's going to be on her own. Pinched by Noble. Back in by Noble. Now it'll be one-on-one. Freed with a long stick. Plays through, and good recovery by Noble to break that one up with Freed support. Nichols will come over across the top of the circle. Played down deep, 55 seconds and ticking in this power play for Chaska-Chan Huns. Plays out front, loose, and that one's out, finds the circle, but not cleared. Now it's in, Noble on Nichols. A little bit of chase by Suraju. She needs to get out there to defend the pass. This one comes through. That one's through traffic. Plays out front. Good hard stick out front by Freed to waylay that attempt. Suraju now is going to look cross-eyed. Buboltz is on. 19 seconds in the PK for the Trojans. 3:02 ticking away in this period. Buboltz will put it in. Good harassment by Buboltz coming in late with fresh legs. That's played over. Kurtz is going to think better as she has to defend here. Easy glove save. That's routine for Callanan. I'm going to pump this up. We are Captain Positivity all game. Isabella.
Well, like I was saying, I don't think Chaska got very many direct shots on Allie for that power play that they had. I think they got one direct shot and a couple of bounces that our defenders just absolutely swallowed up and did not let that go anywhere. And we even got some offensive time too on that PK, which is really critical.
So 2:30, Wayzata kills the penalty, the first penalty of this game, and we're ticking away. Chaska Chan clears the zone. Joseph's going to apply pressure. Hard check on the wall. Played over to Kurtz. Kurtz looks to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to scoop it. Play into the skate, unfortunately, of Hillman. Puck falls to the blue line. Hillman's going to chase. She needs to get back on side. She is kicked by Lulu Fry. She loses her stick, and that's going to be offsides. Not all the way down. Hey, home team. Home team. We're going to get a face-off just outside of the zone. So Buboltz will be on with Meade and Wilson. Looks like Kurtz with Joseph. Buboltz wins that one clean. Back to Wilson. Kurtz immediately over to Joseph. Joseph, puck skips over the top of their stick. It's going to be a 1-on-2 attempt. Finds out front. Great save by Callanan. That is what athleticism looks like, folks. So, Danger's out front. Callanan sniffs out Danger. She's fine with freezing that. Allie's been sick all week, but she's playing her best game right now.
It's not showing at all that she's been under the weather recently.
So 1:36, snow blowing outside. We got to get out of this first period, and we're going to roll. Puck played hard up the half wall. Meade will pick it up. Buboltz supports. She'll find Meade again. Meade's going to carry through center house, give way to Buboltz. Buboltz will go up the wall, give way to Wilson. Wilson back to Buboltz. Great give and go look. Buboltz finds Meade at the goal line. She looks back to Buboltz, but that's intercepted. Comes out. Jenks is going to bail. Jenks caught a little bit flat-footed at the red line. That's an offside play. Nichols attempt out front. It's loose. Don't freeze it. Still played. Jenks chasing a little bit here in the waning seconds of the first period. 1 and counting. Puck plays up the wall. Aboud's going to sniff that one. She looks cross-ice to Meade. Meade can't handle it, but she does. She gets the red line. That'll be deep enough. 41 seconds. Line change coming. Russo, Suraju, Morris on with her yellow tape. Give me a little insight on the yellow tape, Izzy.
I mean, I have nothing to say about it. I've told her so many times, why the yellow tape? Why not just the white like everyone else? And her simple answer is, because I like it.
Hey, her simple answer could be, I'm not like everybody else, which we know. I've coached her for many years right now, and love your sister, love the uniqueness of her game. I love the yellow tape, and it's unique, and she can do it as long as she wants. That's played in deep. 3 seconds. Ticking. Going to eat this one. And Wayzata finishes the first period up 1-0. Chaska Chan. Izzy, what did you like? What didn't you like in that first period?
I mean, we had great movement. I thought we looked really strong today. We looked fast. We looked confident. Everyone's playing together. We're passing the puck a whole bunch. There's not much bad to say.
Not much to dislike. Both teams going at it here. Benches relatively equal on both sides. So it's a tough matchup for both teams. Speed and skill. Not a lot of physicality between either team. So I look for this game to be tight. It's nice to see a little Z in the step, as we like to say in the Wayzata team after last night. You know, it's a win, but it felt like an icky win.
We looked a bit tight. It was a late game.
It's a late game, a little sluggish.
It's a Friday night. Week's been tough. It's the second week of school. Lots of tests.
Going into a 500 team, we got this. The thing to think about, though, Izzy, is that's a team that's in our district, and we have to play them in district playoff hockey, right? So you got to win one in district hockey. Yeah. It's 3 teams moving on to regions. Then when you get to regions, you got to win them all.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen in districts. I remember one year, my team, we were absolutely terrible. I would just come out and say we were not good. Then we came into districts. We beat a team 7-2 to go to regions, and then we ended up getting third place in state.
How outstanding is that experience to go to regions?
Regions, I mean, everyone talks about how great state is, but regions is really, not a lot of people get to go, and it's such a unique experience just knowing that you earned your way into that position and that you're at regions.
It's the real deal, Izzy, and that's what we're playing for, is a spot here tonight.
What's
Is
the
it?
link?
To the website?
It's just look up 15UA hockey. That's a puck out front, loose.
With Audrey Nichols, again, maybe the most dangerous player in the state, working her way through traffic. That comes in. Allie Callanan, goaltender for Wayzata, recognizes maybe we ought to freeze this one up, get a change, change things up, take a break, reset here. As I'm sure the Stormhawks got a hard talking to between the period.
They got a beat down on the bench. I can tell just by the way they came back out. They have that energy. Their coach is not very happy with how they're playing so far. I mean, I wouldn't be either if you think that you're the best team in the state and you have some really, really great players and you're losing to someone that they think they should beat.
Oh, so that's Hendricks playing in through the circle, finds his way to a skate and loosely out front, and they had a good attempt. Now it's going to be the Stormhawks with their speed coming through. Played to the half wall. Noble's going to chase to the corner. She'll pinch her girl off, looking for support. Hendricks in late to support, but does. Now it's back in deep. Hendricks will peel that one off the wall, look to the half wall, finds Fries. Fries across ice, over to Hillman. Hillman strong on the puck. She needs to get deep as her line mates are changing. Nope, she's going to come through. So that looks like interference to me, Izzy, but not an open ice in a girls' game. That's just a check. Mead on, Wilson on, Bubolt's on. Olsen's going to try to drive through traffic. Wilson stands on the tracks to stop that attempt. Noble's going to pick it up behind the net of Callanan. Kurtz up the wall, turned over. This one comes back in through the slot. Good play for Abood to come over and stop that attempt. She's going to reverse over to Kurtz. Kurtz up to Mead. Mead's going to take 2 steps, go across ice, find the backhand of Buboltz, who gives to Wilson. Wilson's going to go across the circle, try to backhand back to Buboltz. She'll hold for a moment. It's a little bit of stick play. Now Wilson finds it. She looks for Buboltz. Oh, who was looking for a slot attempt there. She'll play back behind the net to Wilson. Wilson will hold. Mead in on the forecheck. Reversed by the Stormhawks up to the half wall. Russo on now. Puck held for the moment. It does not get out. Still in. Now it's out. Good play on the wall by Kurtz. She needs to get back out of there. Wilson supporting. Abood going to go back through traffic. That didn't hit a stick. Going to have to be played frozen. And we're going to face off to the blocker right of the Stormhawks goaltender. Izzy, I'm jacked up for this game. This is going really well.
I mean, I am not complaining. We are not doing anything that I can point out and just pick out of their game right now. We're playing really solid. Good forechecks too.
It's good to call a good game. It's good to have a good color lady sharing the mic with me. So this is Suraju with Morris and Russo, Abood and Kurtz. Abood's going to put one into the slot, finds a skate. Russo's going to find it on her stick. It's loose and dangerous for the moment. Played out to the corner. I feel you right how you feel. Abood's going to hold that one at the blue line, and now it's out. It's going to be going the other direction. Good back check. Tries to put one out through the slot. Now it's through the slot. Good stick lift by Russo. All the way to the other wall behind the net of Callanan. Pucks out. It's out front. Good sticks by Wayzata to stop that one. Abood behind the net of Callanan. She's going to get slashed. No call. Morris comes out. Oh, just off her stick, but gets it out of the zone. Gonna find Suraju.
Sergio and Morris are going to trade spots. Sergio will fight through a check. She's going to look back out to the point, finds Harn. Harn's going to look cross ice. This is dangerous. 1-on-2, it's going to be Nichols and Jenks. Jenks needs to play, little spinorama. Good back check by Harn to recognize what was going to happen. Now Hendricks over to Jenks. Jenks up the wall. Hard check by Morris. Fries sees it. Saved to the corner by Callanan. Up the wall, that's going to be Fries. Back in. Hendricks harassed at the blue line. It gets out. Fries is in on the forecheck. Played up off the wall. Turned over to Hendricks. Hendricks is in. But Fries a little bit late to the blue line. And we're going to get an offsides stoppage at 10:26 in the second period. Hey, buddy. I have a microphone, and Izzy's doing color. They are right here. There's only one mic. Your mic didn't charge. Stop interrupting me. We've got a game going. Oh, that's a one-time attempt by Fries out front. Just enough to get wide. Plays out front. It's going to be Fries on the back check with Freed. She loses a step. That hits a corner. Great shot attempt out front for Chaskachan. That one's gloved easily by Callanan. It's looking pretty routine for Callanan. I'm not afraid to say it. Sorry about that, folks. Interrupted by my oldest in the gameplay, wondering where everything was. Face-off won by Wayzata, taken out of the zone by Wilson, who's going to have room to work. She tries to drag through, loses the puck in skates, Blue Bolts on to support. Freed's going to find at the blue line, plays through and to the high slot. Back check on for Wayzata. No room to breathe for the Stormhawks. That's played in. Could be icing, waved off, didn't have enough steam. Wayzata quarterback this one out. Pinch by Noble. Blue Bolts on late to support. Gonna check that one off. Stormhawks are exiting. They're gonna play off the board. Freed, one-on-one, played out front. That's offsides for the Stormhawks. Izzy, 9:14, ticking away here in the second. How about this game?
God, I'm like shaking with excitement and anxiety and nervousness right now, but we're carrying it, especially right there when Kiana brought it up from the blue line all the way down in. She had her head up the whole entire time. And it's so hard to do when you're with the team this fast. You really don't want to lose the puck at any moment, so you naturally just put your eyes down and look at the puck, but I didn't see her look down once.
It's a smart play. Good observation is this was played out front, backhand attempt, and frozen by Callanan.
That's a good observation. A game this fast, it's easy to want to say, listen, I don't want to turn over the puck. Turnovers happen. It's more important to make plays that present themselves. Take what the opponent is going to give you. That one steered off. Good play by Sergio. Hillman in with Sergio. Gloved. Shot attempt. Sergio's going to get pushed right at the blue line. Not sure what we're seeing here. It's Sergio with Hillman. Wondering if Morris is injured. What's going on, Izzy?
Well,
what's the call?
Just got a ring from Jordan, and he said, "Oh, great shot!" And she said that Lexi just got a little stick to the jaw, and she just needs a little bit of a better Band-Aid.
She just needs to move her jaw around, shuffle it around. Hey, yeah. I noticed that that mom is not around. What's going on? Traveling?
On a little ladies trip with her sorority sisters in Arizona right now. We were calling.
Do we suspect that they're watching this game right now?
She is actually, yes.
Nothing. That's offsides. Whistle blow. So I suspected just the same. I'm super happy to have you on the call for today. What do you say you do play-by-play for the next period?
I'll do play-by-play.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's trade it off. Let's go. So 8:22. here in the second. We're making deals and making smiles here for Wayzata.
Oh.
That's glove, Callahan, no doubt.
No doubt. Her glove is it's a laser at this point. It's just like Joseph when she skates. She reminds me of a sniper when she skates. She looks like she's very lasered in.
Just dialed. Trying to find the spots where it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Looking for white net, green space. That's a great pass out front. It's going to be raced with Lulu Fries. Fries, hard on the board. Hand up. That should be 5.
All right, let's see what they
Dad
call
says enough.
here.
Hands were out. That's going to get a plead from the bench. Yeah, hands were up high, feeding for it. Jordan Butler, head coach, asking for it. They're going to go to the bench. It's only going to be 2 minutes. Really disappointing. Fill out the paperwork, boys. So Wayzata will be on their first power play of this hockey game. Played out to the front. Unfortunately, played all the way around the net. Sergio in late. Comes out of the zone. Sergio will try to play through traffic. She finds it still on her stick. She can enter what?
Where?
Now we're Johnny on the spot and calling everything.
Gosh, last year when we were playing, one of the refs did a face-off in the wrong spot. In between periods, Jordan he went on his phone and pulled out his reffing book, and he went up to the ref and showed him what the rule was.
So Wayzata's going to look, hard carry him off the wall. Going to find, great shot attempt by Morris. You know, she had to circle that one up. She knew she was heading into traffic. She put one on net. So it gives a good opportunity here for Wayzata to get the face off in the zone, win it, hopefully, right, and set up their power play.
We just need shots. Just any shots that we can get to the net right now.
Face-off dropped, won by CCHA. They're going to circle behind their own net. Plays up the wall, awkward carom. Russo's going to hold, finds the net. That'll be icing. We'll get another attempt at a face-off deep down in the zone. So at 7:19, you get icing like that against a team like this. That's desperation. This is the number 1 team in the state. They have to ice the puck on a power play. That's a JV team trying to make JV moves. Face off one forward, comes out to the slot, it's loose. Aboud's gonna settle things down. She'll send it back out to the point to Russo. Aboud, back to Morris. Morris in the slot. Sergio looking to impose her will right in the blue paint. Now Russo's got to look. That misses the net. Harn's going to pinch, put it back in behind the net. Morris will pick it up off the wall. Find Russo at the half wall. Oh, that's turned over. They sniffed it out. Aboud will play it back in. Russo will settle it down. Morris is going to chase. She'll be in a battle now. Good hard play. Played up off the glass. And out of the zone. Haran caught flat-footed. Plays out front. Going to be played by Aboud. Aboud plays up to... That's the blonde hair of Sergio, who's tripped. Aboud will back it out of there. Now Hendricks will have to come on, play across. She'll body up. Great play by Hendricks. Haran, cross ice, finds Sergio. A little too hot. Sergio's going to play that one off the wall and back in. 3 seconds in this power play for Wayzata. Haran in on the forecheck hard. Hendricks will peel that one off. Hard slash on Fries into the corner, not going to get called. This is backhand attempt, wide for Haran. Hillman in, that one comes out to the blue line, and he'll find Nichols. Hard shot, no chance. That one pops out to the dangerous front slot. Hendricks picks it up. Turned over again right in that danger zone. That's not where we want to be breaking out, ladies. Now they're going to set it up, find. Great play, snuffed out by Callahan.
You know, Izzy, I'm watching the center. Again, I can't say enough about her. It's Audrey Nichols for Chaska-Chan. She is not only a skilled player, but a smart player. Kind of circled around.
She has the hockey IQ. She can see where there's the open ice, and she'll go to it without a doubt.
This is played out of the zone. It's going to be icy, and we're going to freeze at 5:15 here in the second period of this hockey game. So just a little bit mishandled by Hillman up the wall. They'll change. It'll be Buboltz with Mead and Wilson. We wear down teams. This is not a team that we're going to wear down. Face off won by Chaska-Chan. Played out front. Great play. That got out of the zone. Buboltz will be in late to scoop. It's 2-on-2 with Wilson. She can go to the corner. She's going to try to play. Turned over. She bodies her girl up in the corner. She may have gotten a talking to from her dad about being more physical in this hockey game. Overskated by Mead there. That's going to come out and through center ice. Chaska-Chan in, finds the sweater of Callahan.
Not much of a quality attempt, but it'll count as a shot on goal.
We just need hard shots on net right now. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect. But right now we're being outshot 2-1. We need to get something on the net to put up some points on the board.
Face off won by Buboltz to the corner, but the play didn't dictate the win. That's picked up out front, played to the wall by Buboltz. Buboltz will exit, finds a skate, hard play in the corner. Mead picks it up. Gonna find Buboltz again in a battle. She overskates. Now to come out, classmates Joseph Nichols. Hard play up to the half wall. Supported. That's loose. That should be a hook. Hand in the air. No. Joseph will win this one. Pick up the trash. She's got space. She can come up the wall. She should go. She drags through. Gets stick lifted. She'll drag behind her net. Allows for a change. Wayzata. Mead's still in. Mead will play up the wall. Find Russo. Russo will try to put it back in. Wayzata will posture up defensively. Good drag by Jinx. Gives way to Sergio. Sergio's going to put in. Mead finds the bench. On for Morris now. Morris in. Supporting Sergio. Sergio working up the wall. Jinx is going to bail out. She knows wiser. Sergio. Morris. Time ticking away. 3:30 in the second period. Hard play on the wall by Russo. Don't mind seeing that, Isabel.
No,
Isabella comes out front. Great read by the goaltender, Allie Callahan.
My goodness, for a kid that's been sick all week, maybe the rest is a weapon.
She's been tracking all game. She has found that puck. She hasn't lost the sight of it once.
3:10 here in the second. Russo wins that faceoff, comes out to the point, hard shot, and smothered by Callahan. So Russo initially won that faceoff, however, popped out, didn't have the Wayzata forward coming through. Maybe it was a design play. This is one. Wayzata. Fries is going to bail out. Russo's going to apply pressure. That one comes out of the zone, going to have to be quarterbacked out. Looks cross ice. Morris sniffs it out. It'll be put back in for Sergio on the forecheck. Sergio's going to try to play it. Turns over to Russo. Russo finds it in her skate. She can turn and shoot. Oh, just wide. Sergio just had the redirect there. Harn's going to pick up some trash at the half wall and hold. Plays out front. Morris can turn and shoot. Tries to put it in through this dangerous place. Hendricks is on for Russo. Harn's in on the forecheck. She tries to put it back to Hendricks, and it'll be the Stormhawks going the other direction. Hendricks is going to have to hustle.
Good block.
Great drag attempt. Great smart play for Wayzata. That's a trip on Hillman. No hand in the air. That's a hard shot. Pops out to the corner harmlessly because Noah Stormhawk was there to recover. It'll come out of the zone. Sergiu's going to give way to Hendricks. Hendricks will clear into her own zone. Sergiu has to go to the net, go to the bench. Hendricks is going to be in alone. Played behind the net now of the Stormhawks. Up to the point. Russo covering, or I'm sorry, that's Freed. Read the name wrong. Freed can get a shot. Oh, she had a clear look at the net, but knew exactly what she had to do. 1:38 ticking away here in the second period. Fries gets deked, comes out front. Harn will pick this harmless puck up at the neutral zone. Play out of the zone, but turn over, and that's offsides. That is a lazy play by a Stormhawk player, I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she saw her teammate in there. She had plenty of time to turn around and move it out of the way, but...
Well, she had plenty of time to hit the blue line, maybe make the change otherwise. I'd be pissed if I was a coach at that attempt. So Wayzata, oh boy, that's a dangerous grab at Joseph. That's a lot of trust in your line mates to recover for you right at the blue line. Bubolts will pick this one up. You hit the backhand of Mead, who can exit. She stick handles through traffic, tries to get dragged. It's cleared. Mead with a shot, gloved by the goaltender for the Stormhawks. We'll get a face-off to the glove left of the Stormhawks goaltender here at Pick C on a Saturday matinee. Izzy, we're killing it today, I gotta admit.
We're really good at this today. It's flowing.
So Russo will come on with Sergiu and Morris. Morris over the jaw injury that she suffered earlier in the period. Puck falls harmlessly on the circle, but Sergiu's gonna win it through the dot. Joseph with Noble defending the blue line. Two hard playing teams here. Noble's gonna pinch. That one comes out, covered by Joseph. Joseph's gonna be harassed by her classmate. She'll play behind her net, reverse to Noble. Noble's gonna look up by, she finds Lexi Morris. Morris, great pass to Russo. Russo's gonna enter, give way to Sergiu. Sergiu, shot, oh, they've got the post, and it's up in the black netting, 16 seconds here in the second period.
What a full line play. We went from Joseph to Noble to Lexi to Russo, all the way over to Sergiu for an almost goal. That was so beautiful.
Full line play, couldn't have been stated better, Izzy. What are we doing here? All right, Joseph's gonna see this one through traffic. Oh! Good shot attempt by Wayzata. Played up the wall. It's gonna be Morris holding. 6 seconds ticking. No team looking to really get out of this zone. We're gonna get some Zamboni, and we will pause for the action. Here, at the end of 2, it's Wayzata up 1 on Chaska Chan, number 1 in the state. Wayzata, number whatever in the state.
Number something.
So we'll pause the action. Izzy, give me a recap on those first 2.
First 2, lots of offense. Getting into the second, a bit scary. Chaska started to come alive, got some shots. Got a solid goaltender, Allie, going in 100 save percentage this game. Then we come back late second. We have all the momentum, some great shots. But for the whole entire game so far, more shots is needed.
Great coverage, I love it. Izzy, we'll see everybody in about 11 minutes.
Okay, we good?
We're back live.
All good. Back for the.
Izzy's going to be on play-by-play for the third. 30 seconds have ticked away here in the third period.
Back
Take
for
it away,
the third
Izzy.
period. Alrighty. We've got. Looks like. Okay, well, starting off with offsides call. So we can restart.
Restart.
A little bit late.
I'm out of breath. I had to come up the stairs, Izzy. All right, let's go.
All right, 14-19. Wayzata up 1-0 for the third period with Chaska. Face off right outside the blue line, won by Chaska. They're gonna take it up the left side. Going against Abood, shot blocked by Abood. Grabbed by Dakota, pushes that up to Mead. Gets picked off by Chaska, D to D up. Deep in the Wayzata zone. Kurtz is gonna pick that one up, tries to backhand over to Wilson, but that's get picked off. Abood's gonna grab it, pushes it up to the point. Gets shot back in by Chaska, little tip off by Allie. Back deep with Kurtz. Kurtz goes D for Abood, back to Kurtz. Kurtz bringing it over to Abood's side, up to Wilson. Wilson tried to go up to Bubolts, but that got picked off. Back down deep, Abood rings it around, going to Mead. Mead tries to hit off the board, but that gets to the defense. Tip in front of the net. Oh! And it's a little shuffle with Allie with the puck in front of the net, but she keeps that out. Chaska tries to keep it on the blue line, but brings it over the blue and back on in for an offsides.
So not to put too much pun into the game, but we need to weather the Stormhawk storm of the start of the third period, Izzy.
I know, walking past their locker room, they were munching on some oranges, so they've got that quick energy in them. But I bet we can get up there too. Russo wins the face-off, gets it deep into Chaska. Sergiu's gonna go for help. Russo's gonna trip someone behind the play, but that doesn't get called. Up to the point for Jenks. Jenks shoots, high stick by Russo. And we touched it first, so it's gonna get a call for an all the way down face-off. I guess so.
It's fine, that's the right call. You know, Russo popped that one out of the air. Comes down, Jenks plays it, and it's a face-off all the way down in the Wayzata zone.
Face-off, won by Russo. Gets the puck out to the point. That's a shot by Chaska, blocked on its way in. Chaska picks it up behind the net, tries to go out front, but that's blocked by Russo. Big battle with Jenks and Russo behind the net, kicked out by Jenks. Holding on Jenks' stick, shot by Chaska, that's blocked by Russo again. Sergiu's gonna get it behind the net, picked up by Jenks. Jenks is gonna pause up to Morris. Morris tries to make a nifty little move, but that gets put back in by Chaska. Harin behind the net with the puck, makes a nice little move around Chaska. Gets to Sergiu, but that's picked off. Tries to go in front of the net, and a great save by Allie. That looks like it was a backhand, forehand shot, rebound. Oh, and she saves that in her pad.
I'm going to walk that one back a couple plays. Izzy, Isabel Jenks muscling her way at the bottom of the circle to break up an attempt. Like to see that out of Isabel this late in the season, recognizing what she needs to do.
This whole season, I've seen her grow as a player, especially watching her last year into now where she is now. I've seen her, she's grown so much, gotten a lot better this year. Freed behind the net with it, muscles it off the Chaska girl, up to Hillman. Hillman trips, and that goes to Chaska. Chaska gets it back in, no offsides, going deep. Noble's gonna pick it up, over to Fries. Fries gets absolutely tripped, and that's a penalty with a hand in the air. Up to Hillman, Hendricks has it, far side to Bubolts, great pass, backhand, oh, and it's almost in. 6-on-5 here with a delayed penalty, and great usage of that, of Allie skating to the bench, getting a couple shots, or getting a shot off, almost a goal.
That's a hard play behind the play, Izzy. I'm not exactly sure that I saw the full penalty, but I think it's a roughing or a trip on, that's Lulu Fries. Right?
Yeah, they called it a trip. She's getting beat up today, but she's tough, she can handle it. Face off won by I think that was Wayzata. Booble picks it up,
Possession by
gives it up to
Wayzata,
Noble. Freed is going to get back down to Buboltz. Buboltz back to Freed at the point. Freed's going to walk it back to Buboltz. Great play. Buboltz in. Shot off the post. Great placement. There was a little frenzy in front. She used that to her advantage. Wilson's going to pick it up, go up to the top for Freed. Freed over to Buboltz. Buboltz in for a second time. And that's on the ice and saved by the goaltender. Chaska gives it up to Noble. Noble over to Freed. Freed's going to absolutely rip one. And that's right into the glove of the Chaska goaltender.
Opportunities are there in this power play for Wayzata. You know, Buboltz is able to walk in through the circle. You don't see that very often on this power play.
With the high school program, that is something that Jonathan Lindahl really tries to drive into us, is cutting across the circle at any time whenever you have that space. It's great to see that from the young girls. Puck is loose, comes out to the neutral zone. Freed, back over to Noble. Noble's gonna look, goes wide to Mead. That hits her skate and gets in deep. Chaska's gonna pick it up, bobbles it a little bit. Mead's on top of that. Chaska out to the hash marks, cross ice, and that's gonna be a one-on-one for Chaska, and I think that was Kurtz. Great little poke check there from it was Kurtz. Puck behind the net, Kurtz picks it up. Wide, that hits a stick over to Sergiu, makes it through. Sergiu, 1-on-2. Kurtz is joining the rush, Morris off from the bench. Sergiu just muscles it through about 3 different girls. Up to the point, looks for Morris, but that gets picked off. And Chaska backhands it out of the zone for an icing.
What was your hand? Come on, linesman. Do your linesman work.
These refs have been kind of unpredictable this whole game, is a nice way to put it.
You know, Izzy, this is, I recognize faces. I've done this for a very long time. This is a quality officiating crew. And I know that they got it right.
Face off, won by Russo, over to Joseph.
Come on, Joseph.
Joseph, shot, oh, just wide. Puck behind the net, Sergiu's gonna pick it up. Sergiu trying to figure out what she's gonna do with it. Patience, out to Russo at the corner. Russo up to Joseph. And that's even, that's the end of the power play for Wayzata. Chaska's gonna pick it up, passes it up to the blue line instead of their girl at the top. Funky little play. Joseph picks it up behind the net. Joseph backhands out to the middle to Christie. Oh, and 2 Chaska players just demolish each other, so it's a 3-on-2 going the other way with Russo with the puck. Russo gets bumped off the puck, but Sergiu's there to pick it up. Morris gets it behind the net, tries to go to Sergiu, but that gets hit a stick. Russo back in the corner. Abood picks it up, goes back down to that same corner. Chaska brings it behind the net. Morris for pressure. Up to the blue line, and that gets out. And it's a one-on-one with Abood with a nice little poke check. Brings it down in the corner. Passes it up to Morris, which gets picked out to Kate in the middle. Kate tried to get over to Sergiu, but Sergiu was heading off for a change. Puck, neutral zone. Abood picks it up. Good patience, trying to figure out what she's doing. Brings it down to the corner. Slow-mo, that's right, Chris. It's a pretty slow play that looks like she's pretty tired. Trying to get off for a change. Fries gets picked off the puck behind the net. Chaska brings it up to the left side. One-on-one with Jenks and Madsen. A good shot and a great block by Jenksy. Puck behind the net, tries to go in front for Chaska. They just had no one there. Puck gets out. Offside! Offside's call, not called. Harn goes with the puck in the corner. Hendricks picks it up, brings it behind the net. Hendricks chips it out, hits a skate, and now it's Chaska within the neutral zone. Hillman to pressure. Chaska brings it up, gives it to Nichols. Oh, slap shot. Just an unfortunate goal there. I mean, nothing Ali could have done about that. Looks like it might have hit a stick on the way in, deflected. Just went underneath her glove.
Let's see how Wayzata reacts to this one. Is, you know, they've been in this game all game. We'll see. Do we lay down or do we play?
Chaska with it behind the net, 2 on the puck. Chaska picks up again, D to D behind the net. Try to figure out, gets poked up above the net. Back, trying to get it back again, but Bubol gets that up to Mead. Chaska pinches, gets it back behind the net. Looks like a shot from Chaska. Freed blocked that one. Freed up to Mead. Mead gets it out. D to D in the neutral zone, but she bobbles it. Wilson on for pressure, and that causes Chaska to just throw it up onto the boards. Russo on the ice with some power. Joseph picks it up. She gets it into the zone. Russo pressuring Chaska. They pop it out to their winger. Goes far side. Chaska coming up the left side with it. Sergiu to pressure. Chaska pushes that to Noble. Noble goes over to Morris. Ref's in the way. Morris gets it out. That goes up to Russo. Russo over to great pass to Sergiu. But Chaska pinches and gets that back in the neutral zone. 1-on-1 for Chaska. Shot, and that's gloved by Callanan. So far, it looks like Wayzata, they're bouncing back. They're not laying down. They want it.
So last game we played this team, they played their top line. They kind of rotated players. They had some sick players. Late change for the Stormhawks here.
Face off won by Chaska. That's blocked shot from the point. Gets back down. Goes in the middle for Russo. Russo tries to get it out, but that hits a stick. Chaska with possession going to the left side. Joseph, pressure for defense. Chaska gets it back low. Joseph picks that up. Looks to Sergiu. Sergiu's got it. Going up the right side with speed. Sergiu's going to come in. Tries to go to the middle for Russo, but that hits a stick. And now it's it looks like 1-on-2. Juked by Aboon. Juked by Kurtz. And that's
one player.
Yeah. In those instances, the D's just got to take the body. So 1-on-2, you have your other defender. You got your partner. Just got to trust them and take the body. Face off won by Hendricks. Back to Kurtz. Kurtz up to Hendricks. That hits a Chaska stick. Fries gets it back in deep. Fries with speed gets it to the net. And we get a frozen puck.
Lucy, I'd like to see some harassment on the goaltender there after like a little reaction, a little bit of action in front of the net.
Yeah.
Let them know they weren't sticking around.
Face off. Won by Chaska. Chaska brings it behind the net. Goes up to the hash marks. Tries to get to the middle, but that hits Kurtz's skates. Down low by Hillman. Chaska picks up behind the net. Goes over to Fries. Fries backhands it back to behind for Hendricks. Hendricks picks it up. Little juke, gets it to the middle, but that hits the Chaska and that goes out. And there's a whistle for something.
Caught somebody, I think, on the bench.
All right. I don't think most of us didn't see that, so it was a bit confusing for a second. All right,
5 minutes to play as he.
We gotta.
It's exciting.
Oh, I'm shaking with nerves. Puck behind the net, tries to go to the front of the net by Hillman. Hendricks picks it up. Little couple of moves behind the net, tries to get to the middle. Chaska picks it up. Fries tries to grab it, but that gets out with Chaska. Back in by Horan. Hendricks gets up to Horan. Horan holds the zone, but that is blocked by Chaska, and now it's Jenks with it at the R blue line. Gets pushed into the bench. Hendricks coming down. 2-on-1. Tries to get a shot, but that's poke checked away. Chaska up the board to Jenks. Jenks tries to hold the zone, but that hits a Chaska player. And it's offsides for Wayzata. 4:14 left in this game.
Exciting
Wayzata.
game, Izzy. 4-14. Wayzata down. Find themselves in a hole late in the third here.
I'm feeling one. One's coming. Another 9-second game winner by Noble. I can feel it. Freed picks it up in Wayzata's zone. Hits the boards. Tries to go to Mead. That's pinched by Chaska. Back down to Freed behind the net. Freed up to Mead. Mead pressures Chaska with the puck. So should have been an offsides call. But Chaska picks it up on the boards at the red line, and it goes back to Buboltz. Pressure, you got Nicholas with the puck again. Slap shot, that goes high and wide. Up around to the point where Freed picks it up. Freed has some pressure on her, can't get it out. Buboltz come back to help. Buboltz has got the space, up to Wilson. Wilson gets it past the red line, but Chaska picks it back up. Russo on the ice now. Noble has got the puck, got time, space. Up to Mead. Mead's just gonna get it deep, but that hits a stick. Chaska gets it back out. Freed's got it off the boards to Sergiu. Sergiu's got a 2-on-3 with Russo. Sergiu takes it deep. Goes high for Morris! Oh, and it just almost in the net for the underneath the blocker. Great play there, absolutely great vision. Puck comes back out. It's a 2-on-3. Chaska down. Freed behind the net. Now Chaska with it. Hits the Zamboni door. Her stick gets caught for a second. Russo picks it up. Brings it back for Freed. Chaska with it behind the net again. Chaska puts it back in deep. Russo's got it. Goes off the boards. Trying to go to Morris. Morris gets there. Gets it out. Hustling. Chaska picks it up and throws it to nobody. And that hits Freed's stick. Freed's going to bring it in and gets it deep for a change for Freed and Morris. Puck deep. Russo gets it back in from the hash marks. Sergiu battling for it on the board. She gets knocked down. Chaska throws it up to the point where Kurtz pinches, holds the zone. Chaska with it, goes wide. Joseph picks it up in the neutral zone. If she hustles, she could get a breakaway. Joseph circles with it a bit. Patience goes up to Kate. Hendricks brings it in deep. Tries to get a shot off to Hillman. That hits a stick. Puck up for Chaska. Jenks and Chaska player looks like Nicholas again. Yes, it was.
Ice!
Puck shot. Couple shots across the goal line. That gets nothing in. Jenks with it behind the net. Jenks over to Fries. Fries dekes a couple girls. Goes up to Hillman. Hillman's got Hendricks for a 2-on-2.
Callahan heading to the bench for the extra attacker as he was watching it for the time. We got a minute 17 here of gameplay. We're going to play 6 skaters to try to tie this one up in the third period.
We've got to stay solid here. We have to stay in the zone. No little mistakes. One little mistake, and that's all it needs for them to come down and get that open net goal. It's like Morris, Russo, and Sergiu with Hendricks, Aboud, and Haran. Won by Wayzata. Shot by Haran just a little bit wide. Aboud holds the zone down to Hendricks. Hendricks goes to the middle. No one's home. Morris with it. Goes back to Haran. Shot by Haran. Hits a couple of sticks. That gets out. And now Morris is going to skate her butt off. She's going to get the puck. Offsides. No call apparently. Haran's going to pick it up behind the Wayzata net. That's empty. Backhand up to Sergiu. Sergiu almost falls but holds herself. Sergiu out to Russo. Hendricks picks that up. Hendricks in for a shot. Oh! Hits the helmet of the goalie. Almost goes in. Puck. Chaska tries to get out but hits the ref. Morris tries to go deep. Picks up by Hendricks. Nicholas tries to get on net, but that goes wide. Aboud picking it up, looking for options. Over to Sergiu. That hits his Chaska's stick and goes high. Chaska picks it up behind their net. Looks like they're just going to shoot it there. Hits nothing, and that's an icing. Oh my, a couple of really great shots there. A couple of great scoring opportunities. 10.9 seconds left here. for Wayzata to tie it up. Got Chaska yelling at the refs for something. Face off, won by Chaska. Chaska's just gonna hold it there on the boards. That gets out. Russo's gonna pressure. Got all 4 on it. And Chaska gets it out for the end of the game. Well fought battle by Wayzata tonight, but a couple of bounces didn't go our way. Either they went into our net or we couldn't get into theirs. And that's a 2-1 loss for Wayzata tonight.
Izzy, great call in the third. Couldn't appreciate you more.
Oh, of course, anytime, Chris.
As my voice loses after 2, we hopefully make a deep run in districts, and we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you in about a week.